Hey, Paisano, V here, coming at you with another episode today. You know, the market is really crazy sometimes. Sometimes it just does buyouts. Well, a lot of times it just does buyouts, and it makes no sense. And then there are times it does buyouts, and you're like, oh, that should have been happened. The market is just a really weird beast that, right as of now, can't be really tamed. When buyouts happen, there's just no control. It just does what it does, and yeah, no, finding a good grasp on some of these buyouts is really hard to do. I like to get on these cards beforehand, but there are times where after the fact you just go, oh wow, look at this happened. And in this market we're gonna be talking about some of those cards, as well as expectations for the new cards coming out. Hopefully reprints at secret rarity, as well as prismatic secret rare. But before I get in, guys, I just want to say, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, double check and make sure you subscribe, because YouTube been unsubscribing people randomly. Hit the notification bell and comment down below. And if you have any questions, type in hashtag Q4V, and I'll answer at the end of my next market watch. Before I begin to some of these cards, I just want to throw out there that Prank Kids is still a deck. I'm part of the Prank Kids Facebook group, and looking on online and talking to some of these guys. Some of these guys are still topping, and major reason, I would say 8 out of 10 for all the reasons, is because nobody knows what this deck does. If you're looking to play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh!, you better learn this deck. You're not respecting Prank Kids. I know people don't respect Prank Kids, because I just went and got my regional invite over in Columbus with Prank Kids. I think it was, no, Louisville. It was Louisville, Columbus. Nevertheless, I went into that with this deck. Majority of people I played against didn't know what this deck did. So if you're looking to be you're out there looking to play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh!, understand Prank Kids, because if you don't understand a deck and you're playing against it at a regionals in the bubble, you're in a huge disadvantage. Let alone a YCS that's coming up, let alone a nationals that's coming up. You're gonna want to know what this deck does. Also, I just want to say, Magical Musketeers, yeah, it's starting to slowly come into the meta. We're starting to see Musketeers slowly make their way and get players their regional invites. We're in May 2019, and it's happening right now for Musketeers. They got that new card. Even though that card's not a powerhouse for the deck is still phenomenal. I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are starting to realize that as they're starting to sleeve in Musketeers and bring back these Yu-Gi-Oh! Events. Another deck that you're going to want to know about, the deck's relatively cheap. You want to play it as well. It's like dirt cheap, so you might want to focus in on that. Also, the Musketeers are getting new support. You know, that's another thing about Prank Kids. I just want to point something out real quickly. Will it zoom in? No, it won't zoom in. I feel like there's still more Prank Kid cards that's going to be coming out. I don't know if they're going to be good or not, but just looking at the pictures, the article, all these cards, I feel like they're missing 1 or 2 cards. And if you're a Prank Kids player, comment down below. Let me know if you think that as well. Can we talk about Speed Duels pack for 1 quick second? Before you guys click on this video, let me just say, this is going to be future money. So you're going to want to listen in. Whether or not you like Speed Duels, whether or not you want to play Speed Duels, whether or not you think Speed Duels is fun, is inconsequential to the value of these cards. Specifically, Speed Duel Tournament Pack 1. Why? Most OTS stores in America did not get Speed Duel Tournament Pack 1s. Very few OTS stores did. My store personally was fortunate enough to get Speed Duel OTS Pack 1 because I have a Speed Duel player base that's really excited about it. Most of the plays being from Duel Links, but a lot of people just didn't care about Speed Duels right off the gate. And I can't blame them. It came on a structure deck. We're in a 2-deck meta that we're currently still in after its first set's released. I get it. But you might want to reconfigure your thoughts on Speed Duels when you realize the OTS promotional product is insane. I mean, this is going to be huge value moving forward because there's almost nothing of value in nothing of value besides the promotional product. And what I mean by that is you could buy a structure deck, build a Speed Duel deck, start a Speed Duel community, and then your store can get Speed Duel OTS packs, pull a Dark Magician, and it's $76. Gravekeeper's Oracle, $76. Rise Bead Dragon, $86. The value of Speed Duel cards are increasing. And it's because of the scarcity. And as we move on in August, in what's probably going to be Speed Duel Tournament Pack 2, as well as the next OTS pack, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to be even more hard up to find these hard-to-get cards that are in Speed Duel Tournament Pack 1. I'm telling you right now, this is huge value that nobody's looking at. I don't care if you like Speed Duels or you hate Speed Duels. I would highly recommend you build a deck, go to your locals, show that representation, and hopefully get speed, and try to substitute if you are that guy, try to substitute, those speed duel packs for something else, because let's be honest, besides Speed Karibo, those packs are crap, unless you have speed duel torrent packs, and have a showing at your locals. So your locals can show Konami, hey, we have a showing here, and then your locals can apply and get speed duel torrent pack 1. I highly recommend you do it. There's a lot of value in here, especially future potential. Paleozoic Dino Mishkus, $2 market price. Came on OTS Torrent Pack 7, bought out. Unlimited versions of this card, it's only unlimited, $7. $7. And then you got another one over here for almost around $8. Let me know. I really don't know. This was, as I was making this video, this was just posted in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mark Watch Facebook group. If you're not a part of it, check it out. Yu-Gi-Oh! Mark Watch Facebook group. And then join the Discord and be in on the conversation. Because Paleozoic Dino Mishkus randomly got bought out within the past, I'm going to say 5-10 minutes. Posted on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mark Watch Facebook group. And everyone right now in Discord is talking about it. Seriously, get involved. Then you got the other Paleozoic, Canadia. I'm definitely butchering that name. Market price is $2, and it's around that $2 price point. But look at this. Page 1, not many. I mean, you got a 5 wall, kind of, sure. Going on page 2, the next wall is going to be a 10, and that's when the card's almost say $4. Double the price that we're currently seeing here. Can this be the next buyout target? We know this randomly got bought out. Could this happen too? It'd be really interesting to see. Also, Draco Neck is bought out for the Star Pack Reigns. 100% bought out. As far as the common versus, and I don't know why, by the way. As far as the common versus Draco Net, it's 52 cents, and we're seeing it over here at 15 cents. Now, I mean, you got a wall at 50 cents. There's about 4 pages left. There's a good amount of the common versions that came on the starter deck. But as far as the Star Pack common, somehow that one was bought out. This makes, once again, the market is being weird. And if you guys know why, I would love to know in the comments down below. Then you got Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. I'm sorry, Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon, not Chaos Max Dragon. Chaos Dragon. This is important because it's two different cards. Market price? It's about $14. Look at the card, it's about $13 in value. The weird thing about this is, this card is more of a collector's card than an actual playable card that came out in Legendary Duels for Dragon Abyss. The most expensive card is Bring Machine Go. You got Photon Orbital, and then you got Blue Eyes Cash. It's just, the values make 0 sense. Then you got a card like Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin. This makes sense. Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin Ultimate Rare has a market price of $18. You know it's not $18. It's definitely not $18. It's about $100. $100 for the Ultimate Rare First Edition Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin. And rightfully so. Because it's a GX era card, so collectors want it. It's Neo-Space. We always debate on this all day long. But in reality, Neo-Space is also with Heroes. It's part of the Hero family. So that's another reason why. So there's two interconnecting things here. And when I add a third one, you damn right I'm gonna. Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin can be played in Orcus. So yeah, this is a thing. So I think the reason why this card's $100 actually makes a lot of sense, being the fact that it's really hard to get. And you want to be on the next buyout of Neo-Spacian cards, you don't have to look too far. You go down here, you got Air Hummingbird, Dark Panther, Flare Scarab, Grand Mole, Ulti Neo-Space for the lulz. You got other cards as well, and I'm not going to be surprised if these other cards hit crazy absorbent values as we move forward in the future, as Yu-Gi-Oh! Players realize, hey, I could shorten this market because not a lot of people have Ulti Air Hummingbirds or whatever, and they'll buy out those cards and they'll hit higher values, higher than what they currently are right now, which is already a crazy high value. Then you got cards like Foolish Burial Goods. Now, you got different versions. You got a common, you got the super rare, you got the ultra rares, and then you got the 2 secret rares. And looking at it right now, 2017 Megaton, it's hitting about $2. But when we go to original versions of Foolish Burial Goods, it's about $2.70 in the market. Limited versions already hitting almost near $4. As far as the first edition version of this card, it's almost near $5 for Foolish Burial Goods. Sure, okay, max rarity stuff, gotcha. And then you got random cards like Archstream Black Skull Dragon. Ultimate Rare, $5 in the market. Looking over here, unlimited versions are about almost near $6. First edition versions are going to be coming in at roughly around $9. $3 differential on an Ultimate Rare card that came out in Clash of Rebellions that nobody wanted when they pulled it. This used to be $1 behind a special. You got other cards like Magical Merchant from Champion Pack 5. Super rare. Market price is $65, but buyouts happen, and buyouts happen all the time. And here's a great example. Almost $300. After that one's gone, you're looking at $500. After those 3 are gone over here, $800 for a PSA graded 10 version of this card. This is just GOAT players doing GOAT things. We just ignore the GOAT players because they artificially buy out their market and yet further kill their game. They'll turn to you and go, well, you got common versions of Magical Merchant. Yes, But the nice high rarity versions that already weren't many on the market were bought out and now the price point's controlled, so you can never attain, or you can attain it for an absorbent price, cards like Magical Merchant. Now, if I was Konami, and I'm dead serious by the way, I was thinking about this the other day. If I was Konami, here's how you screw over all the GOAT players that are hoarding these cards and just not letting nobody have high rarity GOATs because they want to be the GOAT king for some ungodly reason. Here's how you get them back, and you really stick them hard. Make a secret rare version of Magical Merchant. Done. Make an ultra rare version of Magical Merchant. Have a good day. You're done. That's literally all you need to do. You can make, oh, here's another one. Ready, Konami? You can make another super rare version of Magical Merchant. Sit back, pop your collar, put your hand back behind your head, and go eat ass. You're getting wrecked, kid. That's what you can do, Konami. Hell, wait a minute. You got the 10 coming out with Prismatic Secret Rares. Prismatic Secret Rares are probably one of the most, beautiful secret rares out there. Make Magical Merchant, Metamorphosis, a Prismatic Secret Rare. And then look at everyone holding super rare cards in their GOAT deck, and they're going to feel kind of silly. You can easily do this, Konami. You can add it on, more lure in the set of value that your players want, and they'll be happy about it. And before you go, Konami doesn't really focus on GOAT cards. Well, they kind of do in a weird way. Looking at previous sets of OTS, we see cards like Scapegoat become Ultimate Rare. A card just randomly became Ultimate Rare. And you could argue, well, that's because of links, and then my rebuttal would be, the balance disagrees with you. Scapegoats being at one, party seeing any meta play, but still being in a relatively new OTS pack card, I would argue that's for GO players. Konami still makes the cards relatively easier for newer GO players. But when this happens, and this value, when this happens as a buyout, cards like Magical Merchant, the best way to get back at them, is make a high rarity or equal rarity. We see this with a card like 6 Samurai United, in which, I mean, the super rare still maintains value, but Konami is like, you know what? There's Turbo Pack Super right there. It's about $20 in value. Konami's like, you know what? That's a hard value card to get in its value. So what we'll do is, we'll make Super Rare and Spirit Warriors. There you go. Updated card tricks, by the way. Stuff like that. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Players don't have to go spend crazy prices to get a max rated version of 6 Samurai United. They can just get the same Super Rare. And I think in GOATs, you can easily do this. And a nice way to screw over those who did the buyouts, just because it's been done and burned for so long as far as the market for GOATs, you can just easily turn around and make Prismatic Secret and Metamorphosis. GOAT players will not only be upset, they'll be more happy to play GOATs. They'll be more happy to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Your game, Konami. That's my whole thought on GOATs real quickly, guys. Number 34, Terabyte Ultimate Rare, came out Generations Force. Dollar market price? Well, limits are $1. As far as first edition versions, they're hitting almost near $3. They're just going up in value. I just want to really point that out. Terabyte also has an alternate art version of it. Let me see if I can find the alternate art. I'm not sure if it's ultra rare or it's OT as well. Is it appearing? Here it is. This one's kind of cool. It came out in 2012 Premium Collector's 10. It's like 10 cents. It just looks really nice. Also, the 2012 Collector's 10 might have some value in it in the future. Now, it already had previous value with cards like Junk Foe and cards like Photon Sanctuary, which is some ungodly reason still $5. But it might be more card value in cards like Mass Hero Acid and Mass Hero Dion, which as of filming this video has only one printing, and that printing is in the 2012 Collector's 10. This is a little value for my GOAT friend, not GOAT friends, hero friends out there. Go Paisanos, you gotta have a little conversation within your community. So let's talk about Bowser Legends, Heroes Revenge real quickly. We got a couple of things happening here, and I really think it's really big, but Konami's not talking about it. Players are kind of waiting for national focus on YCS, rightfully so. But I'm already starting to look at Battles of Legend, Heroes Revenge, and here's why. Besides the fact that we got reprints, cards like Artifact Lancier, Dynamissa Prankatops, Summon Limit, desperately needed reprints. Besides that fact, we got reprints of cards we need, like Skystriker Mobile's Engage. Hopefully that's the BLS we want. Borosaur Dragon, and Vision Hero Vylon, which already had a reprint, but okay, cool, I'll take the other reprint, because why not? It says hero in it, we don't care. Listen, I think that Konami's might be using this Battle Legend set to put more reprints, as they've done with the previous two Battle Legend set. They always take heavily wanted cards, throw them in there, and then add other cards and other kind of staples that we didn't really have at the moment, or maybe were hard to find, and throw them in here as well. Well, let's talk about that for a quick second, because cards like Sky Striker, Mobilize, Engage, which is going to be in that set, is currently trending roughly around $45, $46 if you want first edition, higher than its $41 market price for Engage. That's because you got Striker players and Orcus players that are fighting to grab these cards. Well, we know this is going to get reprinted. This value is going to decline in value. It's going to sink, or probably be way more than cut in half. We'll probably see this card roughly around $20 after the reprint. This is going to happen. But what about, other cards like Widow Anchor? Could that be reprinted in Bowser's Legends? I think it easily can be. I think Konami could just throw that in there. Being the fact that Widow Anchor was not a reprint in the OTS 10, and being the fact that Konami really wants to give us strikers, why not give us Widow Anchor? Give everyone strikers. Once everyone has strikers become less unique, and then Konami hits on a ban list. That's most likely what's going to happen. And if Konami wants to have filler cards, since we're already in Dark Saviors, hey, give us Beat, Blazeman the Fur High as a filler card. Give it that secret rarity to match its Dark Saviors secret rarity, and your players will be excited. The value of this card will decline, by the way. You got other cards like Mayhem Fur Higher, Scott Striker Maneuver Afterburners being thrown in a set. Even though it's $3, and even though it's $4, which is a little under its market price, your players will still be really happy to pull on Afterburners. The rest of the Scott Striker core is like Dollar Bind and Special, but Afterburners, Widow Anchor, and Engage being in Bowser Legends would make them instant chasers that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players would love to have and love to play at their events. Now, this, of course, is going to be after Nationals, but before World Celebration, which hits a nice pivotal time for Yu-Gi-Oh! Players in case they want to go into World Celebration and win expensive promos. And if you guys want to know what I'm talking about, check the video I did yesterday in which I go over the 2018 World's promos. And as far as speculating for what the new promos of this year is, anything. It could be anything. As long as it has that kind of prismatic rarity, the way they did, like how they did the 2018 promo, it will be money. But moving forward, guys, there's a lot of good cards you can put in there. You can even add cards like Vampire Fraulein, which has been about $3. Now, talking about other cards that got reprinted, we have Borosword Dragon. Market price of this card's roughly around $70. Lightly played, you're seeing it right there, $70. This card's going to get a reprint. The value of Borosword Dragon, I think Borosword's going to fall kind of like how we saw Borrowed fall. Like the set came out, the card was released, and the card was like, okay, I'll be 67. And then as time went on, it just slowly went back down. It just started slowly going down in value because it's such a heavily wanted card. And I think the big chaser card of Bowser Legends, it's absolutely going to be Borosword Dragon. It's just such a good card. Almost every deck needs it. It's just a broken card that I don't even think Konami knew how much we really liked this card when they dropped Cybernetic Horizon. But with that said, what else is in Cybernetic Horizon that could be in Bowser Legends? Well, we could go off and say Dangers. I mean, look at Nessie and look at Jackalope. Could Konami give us more of these in there? Why not? I mean, you already grabbed the most expensive card in Cybernetic Horizon and threw it as a reprint. Now, we could talk about Dangers, and we could talk about how Dangers could be in the gold rare Megatins, and that's fair enough. You might have a great point, but I think Konami will want to put this in Bowser Legends, and the reason why is, once again, is before World Celebration, giving Yu-Gi-Oh! Players the ability to buy and grab Dangers for a cheaper price point, whether it be the secondary market, whether it be sealed. It doesn't really matter. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players will have access to not only strikers, but Dangers. That's a big deal for Yu-Gi-Oh! Players moving into World Celebration. And by the way, once World Celebration is over, boom, right into regional season. Where we did it with the Megatins, it's the end of August, which is kind of the beginning of that regional season, kinda, depending how Konami does it this year. Sometimes they like to do regional season like right after Worlds. Sometimes they like to do regional season and give us like a 2-week break. I don't think we're going to get a 2-week break, to be honest with you. But who knows? But if we don't get a 2-week break, I cannot see more cards being in here as opposed to being in here. It really depends on how Konami does the regional season in conjunction with Worlds. Here in the TCG, once again, I know there's European TCG and American TCG. TCG for me is all of Americas, North and South. As far as Europeans, it might be different from you guys because your Nationals and Worlds is very different from ours as far as release dates. So you might have more time or less time depending on how it's done. But it'd be great to see these. Now, personally, what I personally would like to see these as Megatins because I would love to see all the Dangers as prismatic secret rares. And I mean all of them. I don't care if you give me jank Dangers. Are they prismatic secret rare? Cool, that's mine. I'm cool with that. But for playability reasons, it'd be great to see the Dangers being in the Bowser Legends so you can play will have more access. I feel like what they're going to do with Strikers. I think this is going to make perfect sense. Hell, Dominant Danger Bigfoot. I don't care if it's prismatic secret. Done, it's mine. Then you got other cards that are just great cards that Yu-Gi-Oh players will love to have. Good trade bait, like Cyber Dragon Seeger, Cyber Rev System, Cyber Dragon Hertz. Phenomenal trade bait, and this is not done by accident, by the way. This is all in value on purpose, and because Cyber Dragons is still a viable deck, and with these cards, will go up in value by proxy. The non-Cyber Dragon reprint cards in both of these sets. So if I was you guys, I would look at Bowser Legends, and I would look at the Megatons and go, what hasn't been done reprinted Cyber Dragon-wise? We kind of can talk about Nastra, but it kind of came out in Dual Power, and people bought a lot of Dual Power, like a lot of Dual Power. So I don't think the price point of Nastra is going to go up because the price point has been it's been bought up so hard. I think the price point is going to be down because of that. But it'd be great to see all these other cards. Hey, even Crusader Ecomax would be a great reprint. Moving forward, we got Flames of Destruction, another phenomenal set. I know we just had an Infinite Permanence reprint, I get it, but there's a lot of other cards that are still good. What about the Knightmare package? Remember, anyone forget about that? And how the fact that cards like Nightmare Unicorn are about $34? How the fact that Phoenix, a super rare, came out in Flames of Destruction, is like a $4 super rare? Remember that? Cerberus being, what, 2 to 3s? This is insanely high for the price points of these cards. You also got cards like Red Reboot. It's just common cards like Call by the Grave, which is definitely going to be a reprinted card. In the Megatons, okay? So we also have that. But what I'm trying to say is, there's a lot of other things that need to be reprinted. Mainly the Knightmare package, the full Knightmare package. Give us the ones that we don't use. Give us the ones that we use. Give us a Goblin. We don't care. If it's done Prismatic Secret Rare, even better. If it's done in Bowser Legends, even more alluring. Yu-Gi-Oh players want to have access to these cards because, let's be honest, Konami, and to everybody else out there, Yu-Gi-Oh has grown exponentially. And in order to further grow it, is to give access to Yu-Gi-Oh players that weren't playing 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. They may have played Magic or Dragon Ball Super and rode that hype train into the wall. And other card games, and now they'll come back home to Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's give them access to these cards so they can play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh and not throw their whole wallet into the trash can while trying to do this. Let's just do this for the players and make money. It's a win-win-win-win-win situation. You also got that Ghostbound Haunted Mansion, which is going down in value. Still pretty expensive though. Don't buy this card yet. Wait, it's gonna go lower in value, and then we'll go in and buy it when nobody's watching it. Because let's be honest with you, this card will be good in a meta, but not this meta. Knightmare Corrupted Ibli has been out forever. Still a $20 secret rare, seeing almost no play. Almost no play, because you get that random guy who's like, it's a good card. Okay, Bill, just go in the corner. Go back to Scrub Island. We'll talk to you later on. It's not a good card. But, you know, he has an unsleeved Yu-Gi-Oh deck, or this card sleeved in Magic sleeves. Nobody has a heart to tell the kid, hey, stop being a dumbass. Buy Yu-Gi-Oh sleeves. We're just going to leave him over in the corner in Scrub Island. And this card's like Nightmare Corrupted Ibli. That's what needs a reprint. It's been out forever. Vampire Sucker, which was around $20. You can see over here in the market price still being around $20. We're seeing it here about $17, a little bit lower than $20, but nevertheless needs another reprint. And I like the tin version because it's Prismatic Secret, which blows the original one out the water. But at the same time, I kind of want it in Bowser Legends just to have it already. Anyone else? Is anyone like that with me? Like I want the card today. I don't want the card months from now. And I feel like Konami kind of messed up on the Nationals release. Oh, the Nationals release date for that event here in the TCG in America. I should really say, because I know my European friends are probably grinding their teeth in America. But, and then giving us Bowser Legends like afterwards wasn't a smart idea, Konami. This is why you gotta be a paisano, Konami. You gotta do it. You can do it the weekend of or a week before, and you will blow that set out the water because everybody will be rushing to that set because they want to have access to, once again, strikers and whatever other goodies you have in that set. Also, cards like World Legacy Succession. Not seeing much play besides what? Crusader Guard Dragons. I think this card might see some play as a one-of. Yeah, another reprint needed. Nightmare Griffin, Nightmare Package, you know that. Moving forward, guys, another card that I think needs a reprint, and at a high-rarity reprint, because, let's be honest, the common looks pretty gross looking, and it's still around $1. You got the gold rare, which is around, anytime a gold rare is over $1, just reprint it. It's disgusting looking, it's ugly, you look silly when you play it, it's just horrible. It's like $4 market price. This is how I know Global needs a reprint. You got the Secret Rares being roughly around $8. You got the Star Strike Blast original ones. They're insanely high. Market price has them roughly around $10. And we're not even talking about the Global Ultimate Rare, which has hit some astronomically high numbers. $51 market price for Ultimate Glow Bulbs. And then you go over here, and it's, I mean, you got this guy over here as a one for $45, and after that, starts hitting back to $50 for Glow Bulb. It's not seeing almost any play right now, but the fear of what this card can do in the meta is real. And I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players know that, and I think that's why a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are holding the Ulti Glow Bulb. And I recommend if you don't have one, you might not get one, except the gold rare one. Get any other version. Get the common one to up rarity upgrade. But yeah, look at that the 2019 Mega 10. I'm sorry about 2018 Mega 10. Please let me give you something amazing, because 2018 Mega 10 was such a joke and a pathetic one, because the promos are terrible. Mega 10 2019. I'm sorry about I'm sorry. I'm sorry about sleeping with your girl. Mega 10. I'm so glad I was getting this Mega 10 from Konami, on many reasons. One, this was a collector's item. No, hands down, not even maybe. No, this is not up for discussion. This is a collector's item. Whether you hold it sealed for years, which I don't think, or I don't recommend, but you can, and sell it, let's say like 10 years down the line, you'll sell it for way more than what it's worth. Or you grab this Megaton, you go over to that 20 was it 200 YCS with the Gold Shark mat, and you put those two bad boys to the side. That's value. That's crazy value. You want to make it spicy value just for collectors? You grab yourself a Shonen Jump Gold Sarcophagus. You throw out 3 of them. You get like this nice little showcase display. You put it there if you're a collector, or you hold it for years, and when the collector comes around, you sell them that bad boy. They will buy it that fast. These Megatins, Konami finally did it right. The only thing bad about these Megatins is, and I can just see in the picture, is there's still the crappy tin version. I mean, obviously tin, but the crappy tin. Let me explain. Tin oxidizes really fast. You take this tin, throw it in your garage, come back in a year, you'll see rust is going all over the tin. So when you have these tins, either you seal it in plastic, like you have it sealed, or you grab one of these tins and you put it in a showcase, in which oxygen will really won't reach it as much. It's still going to oxidize, and it lasts longer, because these are gorgeous tins. I love the artwork of Gold Sarcophagus. And once again, guys, if you like this, please comment down below. Let me know if you are looking forward to buying the 2019 Megatins. These things look insane, and I love prismatic secret rares. Now, I know it's secret rare variants, but there's always an option. Instead of giving us a regular secret rare in the pack, give us that prismatic secret rare, since you're giving us the variant. Since you're already putting prismatic secret rares, give us it in the pack. Give us that prismatic secret Tsuchinoko, Mermaid, and Caught by the Grave. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players will go crazy. We love prismatic secret rares, and I think Konami's starting to realize, wait a minute, they don't like the regular ones. They want the prismatic ones. Like, I think Konami kind of knows this, so let's let them know this is what we want. We want themed Megatins like this, which look amazing, and we want them, and they don't need to be big. You give us like huge Megatins, like 5 packs, like what do you? And everything else is plastic. Get that crap out of here. But these look really nice. Then you got other cards that you know. Once again, I know we're talking about 2019. I'm sorry, the 2019 Megatins as well as Battles of Legends. But one card I haven't talked about is Crystal Needle Fiber. And cards that you might want to get for Crystal Needle Fiber. Now, whether Crystal Needle Fiber comes out in Battles of Legends, and that's why it was pushed. Makes sense, actually. Or the 2019 Megatins make a prismatic secret Crystal Needle Fiber. Konami, that'd be a good idea. Either way, you're winning. You might need cards that go with Needle Fiber. One of the cards is Formless Synchron, which is currently low in the market. This card was bought out a while ago, and the price point spiked, and then went back down in value. Secret Rare Formless Synchron from Legendary Collection 5Ds is about $5. That's it. This card can easily be bought out again, and I wouldn't be surprised if it is bought out. It wouldn't even faze me. If someone goes Formless Synchron is bought out, I would go, oh, okay, makes perfect sense. Look at the price point, guys. There's not many in the market. There's a 3 of over here, and that's really it on page 1. Going on page 2, it's got these two have 2 of them, nothing else. No walls is what I'm trying to show you guys. On page 3, we're gonna say 6 a wall, and it's at $8. What's the price point of the card? $5-6? Yeah, it's a great buy. And you don't need like 10 of these. You just need 1 of these. That's it. But if you want to invest in them, you want to R9, you could crack down walls easily. Then you got another card called Shooting Riser Dragon. Now I know, I'm pretty sure this is getting a reprint in the special edition of Dark Neostorm, I think it is. But let's be honest. Super rare, ultra rare. What will have more value? You don't have to look so far as Shonen Jump magazine promos that are out there, and look at the original prints. The only difference is if Konami made Shooting Rising Dragon and ultra rare in Dark Neostorm, I think it's pretty sure it's Dark Neostorm, or a reprint, then the value of this will actually decline heavily. But looking at it right now, I'm pretty sure it's gonna come out as a super rare. And if it comes out as a super rare, the card price of Shooting Rising Dragon is $4. And that's what it is. It's $4 right now. This guy has 40 of them. But I still think that's a great card to have to get the original print. Once again, you don't need 1,000 of these. You just need 1. Unless you're looking to R09. Comment question of the day comes from Dylan Chambers. He says, #QVV. How do you think players should go out making a trade binder? Should we invest in singles that people would definitely want at the time? Or would it be better to buy packs from various sets? Also, an idea would be Prismatic Caught by the Grave in the next tin of Secrets. We got you, bro. They got you. Okay, so how would you go about making a trade binder? Well, to be honest with you, people work really hard on trade binders. I've seen guys open up pages and have pages of like infinite permanents and pages of ash blossom and their ego goes up and their nerdiness level goes up, and then people just laugh at them because they're dumbasses. Because Yu-Gi-Oh market is so fast, those cards can be worth $1,000 today, and then boom, reprint, and the cards actually decline because even news of a reprint that hasn't even hit this country, it'll hit the OCG, their value would decline, and they just look like dumbasses. Well, here's how I do it if I was you. Get a bunch of cards. Obviously, you want something that have value. Don't go out and buy these cards. Just throw them in your binder, whatever you have. It doesn't matter. You can go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals with like $4 binders and uptrade people all day long. It's relatively easy to do. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are not looking for what you are looking for. They're looking for what they're looking for. So when you get a trade binder, don't get obvious things like Phantasma and Ash. I mean, yeah, they're valuable cards, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Players always want to trade for it. They don't want to trade at value. They want to trade at a deal. And you kind of care about those cards because they're kind of worth a lot of money. So get rid of cards you don't need. Get rid of cards you don't care about. Put cards in there that you don't really necessarily want. And then trade those. So when you do make that trade, you don't care about whether or not you got ripped for $1, $2 in that trade. It means nothing as long as you get exactly what you want. That's the best way to do trades. I always find it weird when I see a page of Ash Blossom and you go to the guy, you go, you trading that? He goes, I don't know. Then why didn't you buy it, dumbass? Like, sell it. Get it. What are you doing with your life? It's a guy that owns 5 cars but drives one of them because he don't want to get the other 4 dirty when he drives them on the road. Owns 4 boats but don't want to get them wet. That kind of dumbass. And I hate people that do that. I've seen that happen many times. Those people are just nerds. They're just nerds, but they're the nerds that even nerds don't want to chill with. So that's what I recommend, Dylan. Thank you for the comment question. Raymond Truce says, with all the danger, Orcus, Cyber Dragon, Thunder Dragon, etc., decks using light and dark monsters, what are your thoughts on Quackmare Drago, or however you spell it? I like the card a lot, but it really has to fit in the deck that it's being played in. I think Thunder Dragons, it kind of can fit in just because it's dragon. I actually don't know. I don't know. I think it's a really cool card, really cool side tech. But if you want to use Quackmare Drago, why not just use Fossil Down Pachycephalo? And if you want to use Fossil Down Pachycephalo, why don't you just be a counter, whatever the hell you're playing, deck? Because I feel like you want to be focusing more on anti-meta. If you want to build a deck, that's totally fine. Anti-meta is a really good deck and definitely can get a lot of wins. I just don't know if anti-meta can be consistently good. Can it play in a regionals 9 rounds? Can it play in a YCS? And that's pretty hard to do. We rarely see anti-meta do it all those rounds, and that's the whole problem of it. Q for V, I want to know who unlikes your vids and why. Thank you, David Van Boven. I used to get trolls that used to like comment, and I used to joke around with them, comment back, and it was really fun for me, not for them. And I think my trolls now just come in here, they just hit dislike, and they go, I'm not even giving it a try, because I mess around with them, and all you guys will probably like rip into them. So I think that's the reason why. I used to love it when I was relatively new. I would get like 300 views a video. If I had like 500 subscribers, I would go back and forth on my whatever cause I talk about, and it's sort of as an argument. And whenever us, both me and the troll, if they're honestly just trying to disagree with me, we end up on agreeing to disagree or agreeing. Actually, it's kind of weird. But with trolls, if they're just messing with me, I mess with them back because it's fun. I find it entertaining. But yeah, no, trolls have just gotten lazier. Trolls just walking the video, dislike. I have one guy, and I don't want to insult him, because I like him a lot, and I know he gets upset, but he gets mad when I say paisano in my video, because he thinks I'm being racist, calling people slaves, or it just means brother. It means fellow brother in the community. That's all it means, fellow countrymen. And in the country, in the game that is Yu-Gi-Oh!, we are all paisanos. Every one time you hit that subscribe button, it would be normally over here, and the like button. We're paisanos now. We're together in this. We're together in the market. We're together in the competitive game. We're together in the casual game. We're together on the collector's game. We are paisanos. We are fellow brother. We are fellow countrymen. And we are all slaves. Because if you go, I'm not a slave. All right, then. How many hours did you work this week to pay for cardboard? Or how hard did you beg your mom and dad? Or whatever you had to do to get the dough to go to locals. And if you go, well, I don't buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yeah, how do you get there? How do you get to your locals? Teleportation? No, gas money. Anyway, paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the like button on this video. And definitely make sure if you're subscribed already to always be subscribed. And what are you going to be doing, fine fellow paisanos, on this beautiful day with this great meta? What cards are you looking to buy? And I'll let you know what I'm looking to buy on the next episode of Dragon Ball V. I'll see you paisanos later on.